So hi everybody. So today I will show you how we can manage a simple post-production video workflow with ES4. ES4 introduces the ability to manage video just like as you are managing your files. So here's my home screen with something that looks like the home of a post-production video company. And I log in with my user. This user is a production manager. So I connect into ES. The first step is to create a job. And so my project is to review a video for Skyfall, a movie. So I will name Skyfall projects. I have to choose a template. So I have two choices. One is based on the FMmpeg. In fact, in ES4, we have two ways to manage video. For agencies, for most of the user, as soon as you do not have some large files, where you can use the FMmpeg engine from ES4. As soon as now you have some very big files, big data on video, ES4 marks a new possibility to connect to a third-party project, which is the content agent from Root6, which is a UK company. We saw that just after. In fact, the idea is, of course, as soon as you have some very big data, the transcoding has to be managed outside of the system. So my workflow is something simple. I've got two approval cycles. In video, as soon as you submit files, or as soon as you're doing some transcoding, you have to view the video to approve, as for example, to avoid some elliptic effects. In my job ticket, you can see that I also add some custom metadata. Of course, ES4 is able to support metadata links to the video file. So you have something different from print files. Okay, so I just now have to save my job. So the first thing is to upload my files. So of course I'm using the HTML5 uploader. And my file is something there. And I upload first revision of my video. So, as you can see on the right side, you can view all the milestones of my project in the same time. So here my preview is ready. I show you the workflow I set up. So as you can see, I just have an input files. I receive the video, get a preview of this video, and after that I just have a first approval cycle in which of course I have to view the video, to do some comments or anything like that from the team. And after this first approval, I'm using a new step in ES4, which is a transcoding step, and this one is using the FMmpeg engine. Of course, after that, we have to get a new approval to check the video before completing the job. And in the workflow, so you can see there the two steps dedicated for video, one which is based on the FMmpeg, the other on the other third-party products of Root6 content agent. So of course, the first thing to do is to watch my video. Here's the template based on the HTML5 to view videos and to post some annotations. So of course you can view the video. And for this video, you can perhaps recognize the MI6 buildings in London. So my idea is I'd like to send a rocket on the building. So what I'm doing is just there, I'd like to add an an effect. Launching rockets. So as soon as I post the two annotations, you can see in the times, on the time zone just at the bottom, my annotation. So I can stretch this or set up exactly when the video is beginning up to the end. So I can use just like this, or you can also set up the time. For example, you can set up 2 seconds. Okay. Just like this. And of course, I reject the file. So, need a second revision. My user can receive an email, so you can see that my file has been rejected. Okay. So now I will upload a new revision of this file. Revision 2. And just like as we were able to manage revision on PDF, we have now revisions also on video files. In the same time, on the right side, you can, for the 2 upload cycle, you can see my user. So I've got a new revision. For this video, we can also take a look to the metadata. So you can see there that this video is the MPEG files with the codec is using the H.264. So you have some technical information links to this video, and just try to remind you this information. So now I have to take a look to my second revision of my file. And so, okay, I can say that the effect is already okay. The building has been destroyed, so I can approve my video. And so what's happened now? As you can see in my project list view on the right side, I'm now about to launch the transcoding step. So no preview, as this file is about to be converted. So it was H.264 video. And now, if I take a look to the information, you can see that I change the resolutions and bit rates of my video. Okay, so now I can approve my files, links to my user. I'm just waiting for to complete the job to. Of course, I need to watch the video again to be sure that I've got some spatial issues. So it's okay. I can also approve a file from the Smart View. So as you can see here, my project. Okay, so from the Smart View, I can also approve the files. And so no more files to approve. So I come back to my job. The statue is green, so it looks like that. Okay, the job is completed. So I log out of the system just to show you some settings links to the video part in ES4. I just need to be an administrator. And so in the process parameters, as for example, take the default one, you can see at the bottom that you can choose, in fact, the output of your video. So you can, in fact, as soon as we are supporting the FMMPEG format, you can use whatever format managed by the FMMPEG. So we just add this custom format for the output, and so the setup is there. Okay. So, but of course, as soon as you have to set up or to manage some big data files, I come back to my job. The idea is, of course, now to use a workflow dedicated and which is using the content agent. So in fact, what's happened? If I, for example, reprocess my file, so I start again my workflow. This workflow is exactly the same, but now I'm using the Route 6 content agent step. So I will switch to the content agent. The content agent looks like this. So you have here is the view of a console to manage your content agent. So for the content agent, thanks to the API, we made a connection between their server and ES. And here is the two workflows that I shared with ES. And these workflows have a couple of informations. And as you can see, you have already there more than 90% of the video output supported by the post-production video. So you can really set up anything you want from the outputs, from the format of your video files, MPEG, AVID files, QuickTime, Windows, and so on. You can set up, as you can see, also different targets. You have some other options, audio options, watermarking, conversions, timecode. And so this also has this information to transcode some HD video. You have the ability also to import from the software. And here is the view of the workflow, in fact. So this software is also able to manage some clustering servers, so you can get multiple servers, and this console allows you to manage all of these servers. Of course, you can also play some video there. Okay. You can also assign this video to a workflow. You have some metadata links to this video. So as you can see, we have exactly the same metadata that I set up in the job ticket. And of course, you can make a synchronization between the metadata of the content agent and the metadata of ES. We also have some other settings linked to some plugins. So you can use some Serify Telestream plugins to make some pre-flighting of your video. This one is okay. Um, for example, I'd like to manage and to show the workflow in the content agent. So it looks like finally just like the twist of a video. So you have some modules on the left side. For example, if you want to add a multiplexer for MMPEG-2, I create a new template. Okay, I can set up some information, links to this module, and you just have to make some link between these two modules. After that, you can imagine to send this file to your FTP server. And so step by step, you can create your own workflow that fits exactly your production. Okay, and so I'll show you how it is working. And so exactly the same video, the transcoding step of the content agent is used. The video is sent to the content agent. So as for example, there we did a conversion for the iPhone, and then the video is coming back in 2 years. Generation of a preview, and it's done. So here is a new way to support, edit, share, and annotate your video in ES4. I'd like now also in this direction, we also have the ability to manage some new media files, and as for example some files dedicated for the web. And so I create a new job now for the web. So for example, I'd like to manage my web banner. I just have to use a template, which is a simple one with one approval cycle. Okay, and now I save my file. So what I have to do is just uploading my Flash banner. So here's the Flash files, the container, the HTML, with the HTML, and so uploading my banner. Okay. So of course I've got an approval cycle, I've got a user in this approval cycle, and now if I double click in the HTML viewer, you can get a preview of your banner. And of course, you can post some annotation linked to this banner. Okay, and of course you can approve or reject the file. So the file has been rejected. So here's the first view of what we can do with a Flash banner. Now I'd like to manage an approval of my website. So I create a new job with the same template. And now I have to upload my website, which is there. So here's my HTML file from my website with my simple approval cycle. Double click on the file. Just like this, and of course I'd like to retake this file. So, in this webinar, we have a view of what we can do now in ES4 with new media files, video, of course, post-productions, video for agencies, but also some files for your to manage an approval cycle with a web banner or website. Thank you for your attention.